Hey friends, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day out there today. It's very early on a Saturday morning and I'm just getting my day started. I've actually been up almost 2 hours now. I didn't realize it was so long. I had a hard time just like getting my energy up this morning, so I was awake but finding it kind of hard to move this morning, so I kind of lingered in my bed a little bit, and then then I started to get up and clean out my warmers. Scentsy, cleaned out my Scentsy wax, which I usually do in the morning. Sometimes I'll do it at night, using my spatula and cleaning those out and getting a new Scentsy set going in my bedroom. I put some wax in my medium bedroom, and I put some wax in my puzzle room upstairs, some wax in my bathroom upstairs. So all my wax is going upstairs. I usually put Scentsy in my bathroom too. So trying to think what I put in my bedroom this morning. I think, I'm trying out peppermint. What is it called? Perfect Peppermint, I think it is. It's whatever peppermint scent is in the current catalog, the catalog that's about to retire. I tried it recently. I mentioned in my melting basket I wanted to try Perfect Peppermint and Vanilla Bean Buttercream together and see if it performed better than Candy Cane Buttercream, which I absolutely love that scent, but it's so light. And I warmed an older bar recently and it was just as light, so it doesn't get better with time. And so I'm seriously thinking I'm not going to put it in my club this time around. And last time I definitely clubbed it because I didn't want to lose it. Excuse me, Bubby, but you're going to scratch on my iPad. Can you stop? Thank you. Thank you, sir. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. He wants to play this morning, so he's going to have to wait because I want to get these things done this morning. So, yes, you're going to have to wait. I know. You look a little rough because you're about due for the groomer. He goes to the groomer next week. I don't even remember what I was saying. Yes. So I'm trying to see if it does better mixing those two than Candy Cane Buttercream on its own does. I tried it already in my bathroom. I took 1 cube of the Perfect Peppermint and 1 cube of the Vanilla Bean Buttercream. Not sure what I got there. I think I did get predominantly peppermint. So today I decided to do in my bedroom 4 cubes of Vanilla Bean Buttercream and 2 cubes of Perfect Peppermint. I keep wanting to say Peppermint Rush. I know that's not it. I think it's Perfect Peppermint. 2 cubes of Perfect Peppermint, 4 cubes of Vanilla Bean Buttercream, alternate warmers, so I didn't mix them. And I'm going to see how that does. So I got that started this morning. I'll go up in a little bit and see how that's doing. And then I put 2 cubes of Simply Cinnamon in my bathroom, only because I'm not real sure how I feel about that scent. A lot of times I'll do a whole Scentsy bar. I'll put like 5 or 6 cubes in my bedroom and then 2 in my bathroom. Sometimes I'll hold over a cube that, I'll sneak warm at work early in the morning before anyone gets there because, I'm not really supposed to be warming my wax at work, but I try to do it early in the morning if I do at all. And so sometimes I'll hold over 1 small cube, but wasn't sure how I felt about the Simply Cinnamon. And I do love me some cinnamon, but I wasn't sure how I felt about it. So I decided just to do my bathroom. So that's what I got going on upstairs as far as wax. And as usual, I have gone off on a tangent that has nothing to do with this video because what I'm going to talk about in this video are my candle empties. Yes, I decided I have a pile of candles sitting next to me. So I decided to do my candle empties separately this week. So yeah, it's going to be a separate video where I just talk about my candles, which is probably easier for you because if you're not interested in seeing the candle empties, you can just pass this video by. And if you're only here to see candle empties, then you don't have to deal with all the other mix of vendor wax and Scentsy and all that other stuff in the video as well. So yeah, that's what I have for you today. And if you're interested in seeing what I've gotten through as far as burning and warming my candles, stay tuned. Okay guys, so since I am just featuring my candle empties in this video, I thought I would go ahead and walk through my house a little bit and show you what I have going on this morning as far as burning candles. So yeah, let's get started. Okay guys, so in my kitchen, in my little scent space here, I have 2 candles going now. As I said earlier, I just got up, so yeah, I'm just getting my day going. So these have just been lit. So the first thing I lit, and this is my very first burn, and the very first time I've actually burned this candle, I lit up from KRINGLE Country Candle Line, Candy Cane Cashmere. So I'm very excited to get into that and see what I think of it. This is the soy 100% soy formula. I do think I have this candle in the paraffin version too, but this is the one I wanted to pull out. And then I teamed that up with a candle I've actually been working on. This is also Country Candle line. This is Milk and Cookies, and this is an old favorite. Yeah, I've been purchasing this candle for at least a couple, maybe a few years now. I really love it. It's fairly new. I mean, it's only been out for either a couple to a few years, but I really like it. It's not one of KRINGLE's strongest, but it's definitely a creamy, milky cookie scent, and I really enjoy it. And since I've got candy cane / vanilla scents going on in my open space this morning, I figured these two would, yeah, they would pair nicely, so I looked those up. And then to give my candy cane and cashmere an extra boost, I've got wax melts. I only did half the pack this morning. So yeah, I've got half going on and a few warmers in my kitchen, just small ones. So there's that. So in my dining room area, I have going from Yankee Candle. This is Peppermint Mocha. This is a very light scent, but I'm enjoying it. And so far it's, yeah, it's burning down pretty clean. I'm pretty happy. I don't always get those kind of results from the white wax. As you can see, that Country Candle in the kitchen was burning so well, so clean. I actually posted on my community tab about it yesterday. So yeah, really impressed with that, but that just doesn't surprise me because that's usually the performance I get from KRINGLE. But Yankee, yeah, I get impressed when I see things like this. So far, so good. So over here next to my coat rack and kind of my little storage corner, I have step stool and stuff there. I just stuck this under the lamp so it hasn't started melting yet. This is, yeah, very hard to see. Let me try. Yeah, I don't think that's showing up very well, but that is Mary Cookie. And as you can see, she's starting to get dirty. This is about the point, actually this is a little bit early, but this is about the point, especially vanilla heavy candles, they start getting pretty nasty. So I'm not gonna burn it anymore because if I continue to burn it, it'll end up changing scent and getting nasty. So she's gone under the candle lamp this morning so I can enjoy it that way. And then the last candle I have going here is from Goose Creek. This is Cookie Crumbles. And I don't remember what the scent notes are, but I think it's kind of like a cookies and cream kind of scent. And I've had it for a little bit and I can see, yeah, I'm gonna have to keep it on the wicks because they're smoking a little bit. So I may have to go even shorter on the wicks. So yeah, keep an eye on that. But yeah, that's my last candle I have going. I don't have too many going this morning, but yeah, let's get back to the other stuff. All right, guys, so now that we have that out of the way, let's talk candle empties. So I pretty much have every brand here represented that I personally purchase from the most. I have Goose Creek, I have Bath & Body Works, I have a KRINGLE, and I have a couple of HOMEWORX. So yeah, let's get started. We'll start with Goose Creek. I have 3 candles here from Goose Creek. The first one I finished up was one I've talked about in a recent Empties video, so it is a repeat. I love the scent. It's my favorite holiday scent from Goose Creek. Maybe my favorite scent from Goose Creek ever. This is Christmas Magic. This label was designed by Kent from the Candle Channel. I will post his channel below. Super talented. Love this label. So I don't know if scent notes are on this. It's not. I did pull my iPad so I can go over them if scent notes are not on the candle. So I'll go ahead and pull that. Okay, so Christmas Magic has notes of crushed candy canes, creamy vanilla, light mandarin, vanilla swirl, and warm amber. I've talked about this candle before. I love the fact that it has a little bit of mandarin in it because it just gives it a little bit of something different. But it also has amber. So this is kind of like your body care-esque peppermint vanilla scent. It gives it a little bit of an edge, and I just love it. It's such a beautiful, beautiful, pretty, creamy vanilla peppermint scent, and it has a strong throw. It does very well in my open space. I would say the throw on this is easily an 8. I have no problem scenting my space with it. Performance, this did get a little bit murky. I poured out some wax and then it was okay from there. It burned down well from there. So I can handle that. A little bit of maintenance, I don't mind. So there's that. And like I said, it's a favorite candle. Next candle I finished up from Goose Creek is Hot Cocoa and Peppermint. This is also a favorite scent from Goose Creek. And this one has a few scent notes on the front here. They had this period where they would put a few on the front of the label. So this is chocolate, peppermint, and cream. It's so strong. If you're looking for a very strong performer, this candle. I think this is better than Bath & Body Works. What does Bath & Body Works call theirs? Peppermint Hot Cocoa? Peppermint Hot Chocolate, I think they call it. Yeah, this one definitely performs better than Bath & Body Works as far as scent throw. It got a little murky. Again, I just poured out some wax and I worked with it from there. So, all in all, I was pretty happy with this one. I did spend some time using this one under the lamp as well, so I kind of went back and forth. You got to be careful when you do that because if wicks move, if the wicks come unglued, then you shouldn't burn that again because, you know, then they can migrate and get very close to the edge of the jar, and that could cause a fire hazard. So I'm very careful about it. The last few warms of this, I definitely put under the lamp. You can see there's actually more of that I could have burned down, but to the point that I'm done with this. But I love this scent. It's a very creamy hot cocoa, definitely powdery hot cocoa with peppermint scent. Peppermint is nice and strong in this, but it's equally blended with that hot cocoa. I love it. It has a nice sweetness about it. It's kind of a sugary peppermint with hot cocoa. Love that one. Throw, definitely 8.5 for sure. It's really, really good in the throw department. And the last candle I got through from Goose Creek, and this is a vanilla heavy candle, and I just mentioned in my earlier piece about that Mary Cookie candle, and I had the same problems with this one. So this one spent the majority of its life being passed back and forth between my candle lamp and my crock. I started off burning it, but actually, I got okay. I did have to take off a layer when I was doing it under my candle lamp, so yeah, I don't think I got very far on the burn on this one. But this is Marshmallow Snowcream. This is also a label that was designed by Kent from the Candle Channel. Love this label. I thought this was so stunning. I went back and bought another. This is a repurchase for me. I've had Marshmallow Snowcream before, and I don't know if the scent notes are on here. They are. Marshmallows, vanilla creme, sweet sugar, and creamy gelato. Creamy gelato. I don't remember if that was always the scent notes. This is just a very creamy, very sweet, almost like whipped creamish scent. Totally a marshmallow scent. You get ooey gooey, creamy, melting marshmallow, but it's not like your toasted marshmallow. This is your ooey gooey, super sweet, super sugary. It's melting, but it's not toasted. You don't get any like Marshmallow Fireside. You don't get a bonfire note. You don't get a smoky note. It's just all pure, creamy, melty marshmallow, and I love it. It's not a super strong candle. Marshmallow candles don't tend to be. I would say the throw on this was probably about a 5.5, pushing a 6 under the lamp in the crock. But yeah, as you can see, my wicks are all over because that's how I finished it, between lamp and crock. And there's a tiny bit of scent left, but not much. But this is one that I'll continue to purchase, even though it did not behave very well in the burn. But this is usually the struggle I have with vanilla heavy candles. So that is Marshmallow Snowcream. Jersey is starting her snoring already. So hopefully you enjoy the free snore show because she's going to let you have it. All right, guys, let's get into Bath & Body Works. So the first candle I finished up was 'Tis the Season. This is a repurchase. I think a lot of these. Yeah. Well, one new one. There's one new one this season. A lot of these are repurchases for me. 'Tis the Season has notes of rich red apple, sweet cinnamon, and cedarwood. That's exactly what you get in this. You get a really nice, rich apple. It has a little bit of a sweetness to it. It has a little bit of a juiciness to it. But you get a lot of that cinnamon, so you've got to be good with cinnamon because this is a cinnamon-heavy candle. I feel like it leans more towards a red-hot cinnamon, and you do get that cedarwood note. I just love this candle. It's a pretty decent thrower. I would say a 7. I'm actually working on a second that I decided to go ahead and include in this video, so when I do finish it, I'll just toss this one. But yeah, there's a second one I'm working on. So from 2 different years, I believe, although sometimes they release it the same year with different labels. It's usually one that comes back. So this is 2023, it looks like. And this one is 2022. So 2 different years. But yeah, I love the label on this one. So this one I'm going to continue to burn. I have quite a bit left in there. It's doing pretty well. It's getting a little murky, but the scent hasn't changed, so I'm going to keep it going. And then this one, again, did pretty well. A little murky again, but not overly so. It's kind of hard to see when it's dark wax, but I was pretty pleased with how that did. I did have puny wicks with this one a few times. I did have to remove some wax. My Bath & Body Works candles and Goose Creek candles, they're just maintenance heavy. But I have a lot of them in my collection already, so I have to get through them. So I keep going. I keep trying. But yeah, they're maintenance heavy. If it's not puny wicks, it's sooting wicks. It's always something, it feels like. But yeah, I still do enjoy the candles as much as possible. But yeah, they're a little bit of work to get through. But yeah, like I said, the throw on this about a 7. And yeah, I love this scent. I'll get it every year. So that's just the season. Another one I finished 2 of, and I've mentioned this multiple times. I do tend to burn multiple candles in my space because it's so open. One of these candles usually is not enough to scent the space, except for that hot cocoa and peppermint from Goose Creek. Like, that'll do it. But yeah, I usually have to burn multiple, sometimes in the area of 3 or so. Or a lot of times I'll do more than that. I may do more than that, but be different scents. But this is Marshmallow Fireside, so I've got 2 here. I've got this one here. I love, love, love the label on this. I just wish it was a little bit more luminary. I mean, you could see through this when it was burning, but I kind of wish the snowflakes were cut out. And then this one here, I really love the label on that one as well. Let's see when these were poured. Let me get my glasses off here. So this one is a 2022 pour. And the little bear, we're looking at a 2021 pour. So, what did I experience? This one actually did okay, except for I did deal with puny wicks. So, not often. I think I had to empty wax a couple of times. So, just basically I take like a paper towel, roll it up a little, dip it in the wax, kind of scoop the wax a little bit, and then I let it soak up and toss that paper towel. So, that removes just enough wax that, you know, I don't lose too much wax, but it helps the wicks not drown so much. This one was pretty clean. I was pretty happy with how that did. Like I said, just dealing with puny wicks, so a little bit of maintenance again, but I was pretty pleased with it. It's pretty clean, and the scent didn't change. And I love Marshmallow Fireside. Most of you know what it smells like. It's just a smoky, now this is like, so this one is your smoky marshmallow. So you get a lot of marshmallow, a lot of sweet, ooey gooey goodness from that marshmallow, but you do get that smoky note. It's just a very cozy, warm, nice, perfect scent for like fall or winter. And that's when I usually burn this. I don't really get around to doing this in the summer, but the labels usually aren't for summer. They're usually fall and winter oriented. So yeah, I enjoyed that. So there's those 2. I'll show you this one too. I did finish out the life of this one in my candle crock because it started to get a little murky. And so I cleaned out the wax, and as you can see, it's clean from here. And the wicks are a little long because I melted it in my crock, which is over to the left of me here. So, enjoyed it in there. But for the most part, I was able to get all the way down. And the throw on these, I would say, it's been getting lighter in recent years. I would say the throw on this was about a 6. Alrighty, so we have Spiced Gingerbread. And I really wish that I had known how beautiful these luminary jars would have lit up when I picked these up. I picked this up like in the scent winter. I had it in the perfect Christmas. There probably was like a salted eggnog caramel scent or something like that. There were a few scents that were released in these jars. And I remember at the time thinking, they're okay. They're stunning when they're lit up. So I'm going to keep this jar because it still looks just as pretty if I stick it under my candle lamp. So I'm going to definitely keep this jar and reuse it for my wax under the candle lamp. But whew, I wish I'd known how pretty they were. I would have stocked up because I basically bought like 1 of each scent. So yeah, I would have bought more. So anyway, Spiced Gingerbread is another scent that tends to come back with Bath & Body Works every year. It's vanilla icing, cinnamon sugar, and fresh ground nutmeg. And this is just that. It's basically your spicy gingerbread. You do get that vanilla, but you get that nutmeg nice and hefty. You do get that spicy gingerbread. This threw about a 6, maybe even lower at times. It was not a heavy duty thrower, that's for sure. Another one I feel like it's gotten lighter over the years. This one was poured 2021. For the most part, it performed okay. I did end up finishing this one under my candle lamp because I started to get puny wicks and the sides were not pulling out. So I finished that one under my candle lamp. But pretty good experience overall. Can't complain. I do find that some of the older candles do a bit better. So there's spiced gingerbread. This one is a favorite, and this one did not perform well for me. So she got a mixture again of the candle lamp and the candle crock, and it ended up finishing her days in the candle crock. This is the white burn version of Winter, and that label is just whew, so pretty. Very pretty when it was lit. So Winter is another scent that comes back from year to year at Bath & Body Works. This is White Woods, Pine Needles, Sparkling Clementine, and Spice Clove. This is just your tree scent with a heavy dose of that Sparkling Clementine and a heavy dose of that spice. Just a spicy tree with citrus. I love it. It just sounds plain and simple. It really is, but I love it. It's one of my favorite scents from Bath & Body Works for the winter. I think it's so appropriately named. I do it all winter long. I do it through the holidays. I love it. Yeah, as you can see, she got finished up in the crock, and wicks are crazy because of it, but there's just a tad bit of scent left I can still detect. But man, that orange is so juicy in here, and I love, love, love it. Throwing this in my candle crock and under the lamp, it was pretty good. Under the lamp and in the crock, it was about a 7, 7.5. But burning, I would say it was about 6, 6.5. So definitely takes it up a notch most of the time when I put it under my lamp or put it in the crock. In the crock especially, because all the oils are kind of melted at once. And you just get this hefty dose of scent. But I love the scent. You'll see it in my empties a lot. I also finished up Cuddle Weather. And this candle I went and bought a ton of from a third-party seller because it wasn't seemingly coming back, and then all of a sudden it did. So I shouldn't have done that. I paid an arm and a leg to get more in my collection because I had not stocked up on it. And I panicked. Bought. And I only bought a crate, but I paid hefty for that crate. So Cuddle Weather is warm gingerbread tea, cinnamon shortbread, and a cozy blanket. Not sure what a cozy blanket's supposed to smell like. Maybe like woolly or kind of cashmere-y. What I would mostly get from this is like a gingerbread tea. And I love it. It throws well. This is one that I honestly can do just one of them in my open space as long as it's, in the vicinity of me. I can't have it. Actually, I probably could have it all the way out in the kitchen and still smell it because it's pretty strong. I would definitely say the throw on this is about 8, 8.5. It's a pretty strong one. I did finish it up in my candle crock, so you can see the wicks are all over the place. Because, when you put it in a candle crock, it comes unglued at the bottom and the wicks start to move. So this is one you would not relight for sure. There's not much scent going on this because I really exhausted this one. I love it. But yeah, it's a gingerbread tea. It's a very beautiful, warm gingerbread tea. And I love this scent. I love it in everything I can get it in. Kind of wish that Bath & Body Works even released it in body care because I just want to smell like this all day. But yeah, love it. So that's Cuddle Weather. And the last Bath & Body Works candle we have here was a new one to me this year. This is Peppermint Bark. Look at that label. And I'm sure you can probably see the shadow there. Yeah, this one, again, white wax, a little bit vanilla heavy as far as like a white chocolate note in this one. And so I had to do most of this I did it under a candle lamp for a long time. And then I finished my last little bit of it. Actually, did I do it? No, I finished up the last of the scent in my candle crock. So there's quite a bit of wax left. And believe it or not, there's a bit of scent left in this. This one, she kept going. This was the Energizer Bunny. Like this, the scent. I've been working on this candle for a long time. It's been weeks and weeks I've been working on this candle. So this is rich dark chocolate, melted white chocolate, and crushed candy canes. What do I get from this? Guys, this has a very strong white chocolate note. So if you're not into that creamy white chocolate kind of scent, you're not going to like this. But I get mostly the white chocolate, not really the dark. I get the white and the candy cane scent. So it's like a peppermint white chocolate scent. I really enjoy this, but I could see, I mentioned that I do more than one candle in my space most of the time. I couldn't do more than one of these because it would get cloying very fast. But I really enjoy this. I did stock up. I don't know if we'll see this one from Bath & Body Works again because it was new this year. But wow, look at the label. You guys know how much I love pink. And I took this in the winter for sure because, yes, she wouldn't die. I would say throwing this was about 7.5, 8 for sure. It did great under my lamp. Like I said, a long, long time she lasted. And if Bath & Body Works does bring it back again, I will pick it up again. This actually sold out in my store very quickly, but they did restock. So I picked up some more. But I think I have about a crate in my collection, maybe 8. But yeah, I stocked up because I wasn't sure if Bath & Body Works would bring it back, but also because I love the label so much. So there is Peppermint Bark. Gotta love white chocolate. All right, guys, let's talk about Yankee candles. So I got through one candle from Yankee, but I also threw this in the mix because I kind of messed this up. I lit this up yesterday. Yankee often includes these little free candles in your order. You can choose one. They'll have like a banner pop up and say, you've earned this free candle or something like that. And so a lot of times I'll just take them and pop them out and put them in a wax warmer. But I decided to light it. I wasn't expecting to get too much from it in the third department. I think the full-size candles were known to be quite light, but this is chocolate chip cannoli. Yeah, I lit it up and I let it burn too long. My intent was actually to do that on purpose because I thought I would just burn it all the way down and be done with it. But yeah, she had other plans. The flame got ridiculously high, and yeah, her wick fell over the mushroom on it, and yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. So I have a bunch of these in my little wax basket up there. So I will probably just continue putting these in my wax warmer. That just wasn't a great idea. Or, don't light them so long. But thought I'd include that because I did, in fact, use that. And I could actually pop out the rest of it and put it in my wax warmer, but I probably won't. And then I finished up, it says Peace, but it's actually smoked vanilla and cashmere. This is Yankee Candle's old 3-wick format. I love the jar. Very pretty when it was lit. I actually had this going in one of my HOMEWORX Hurricanes. And it was like the silver one that has like the sparkly stars. And it was very pretty lit. So I did this mainly during the winter, not during Christmas. And I felt like the piece was more Christmassy. So yeah, I put it in a Hurricane where you couldn't really see the label. But I've actually melted? Or I burned? I had this in a recent candle video. Or Empties video. I think it was the wax melts. And I mentioned that this scent was more smoky. And I won't pull the scent notes. There's going to be a ton of scent notes. But on cold, I mentioned that this smells more vanilla heavy and less smoky. But on burn, I get more smoky and less vanilla. And I'm a more vanilla, less smoky kind of girl. So this won't be a repurchase for me. If I had smelled it on cold only, I could totally see me buying more. But yeah, it kind of reversed itself on burn. And so I won't get it again. But this one burned down pretty well. I didn't have any really bad sodium problems or anything like that. I didn't have any problems with puny wicks. It pulled out perfectly every time, so I can't complain. I've actually had pretty good results with these 3 wicks. These were like the 18 ounce, I think. Yeah, these are like the size of a HOMEWORX candle, which I have a HOMEWORX candle here. So it's kind of funny that they're the same ounces, but I guess maybe inside. Yeah, I could see that they probably match inside. But yeah, they're the same ounces of wax. So their new 3 wicks are only 14 ounces, so smaller. And I'm working on one of them right now. I think it's my first, maybe it's my second. Yeah, so I have a number of their new 3 wicks that I picked up this year. I just picked up some summer ones, and I'm very impressed with them on cold, so I hope they burn well. So far, I'm burning, and I can't remember if I did one earlier, but right now I'm burning Red Apple Reef, which I really like from Yankee Candle. It's kind of like your tree farm kind of scent from Bath & Body Works, your apple in your tree. And kind of like a mix between that and 'Tis the Season with like that warm, spicy scent. I really enjoy that. And the jar this year was so pretty. So I'm working on that, and I'm very impressed. It's burning down well. It's throwing fairly decent, and I'm loving it. So hopefully they keep it up. Like I said, I did pick up some of the spring summer scents, so I'm excited about those. But I always had a good experience with these 18-ounce jars. I would say the throw in this was not terribly strong, probably about a 6. And like I said, I had it in a hurricane. But that was fine with me because I didn't want a ton of smokiness. So there she is. That is smoked vanilla and cashmere. All right, moving on to HOMEWORX. I just gave you a sneak peek at the jar that I'm going to show you next. This is Treetops Glisten. Label's really hard to see. Oh my gosh, is that label not gorgeous? This was stunning when it was lit. It was just a beautiful lit up village when this was lit. I just enjoyed seeing this lit so much. So Treetops Glisten is fir balsam, pine needles, woodland cedar, and white snow musk. This is a beautiful, beautiful tree scent, guys. Really stunning tree scent. You get a little bit of that musk, and it's just perfect. It elevates it. It just gives it this really beautiful tree scent that's just, it's just gorgeous. Very fresh. This is more your outdoorsy tree, so that musk kind of lends into that little bit of coolness that you get here. This is really, really nice scent. It threw decently. I burned this in a hurricane. I did move it around into different hurricanes, but it was in a hurricane for its entire life. I think I had 3 different hurricanes at one point, maybe even 4. But yeah, I did move it around a bit, and it did okay. I would say about a 6.5. So I was pretty okay with that. But like I said, it's a really nice tree scent. I do have another in my collection. I do enjoy the scent, but I kind of wish the throw was just a tad bit stronger. If it was, I would get it again. I did hear that this year's version was lighter. This one was a QVC TSV, I believe Christmas and July special from 2023. So I've been hearing that this one was stronger. I don't have the new one, so I can't compare. But I was okay with where the throw was at for HOMEWORX. I feel like HOMEWORX is, whew, they really need to work on the throw. This one, though, this is a favorite, and it does throw well. I got this from QVC as well, so I had a 2 set, and I loved it so much when I burned the first one, I went back and bought 2 more. So I have 2 more in my collection because this is the second one I've burned. This is Sugar Plum Hot Cocoa. And this is one of their white band labels. This was poured fall of 2023. So Sugar Plum Hot Cocoa is white hot chocolate. So hard to see with my glasses on. White hot chocolate, sugar, read Terry. White hot chocolate, sweet sugar plums, mini marshmallows, and rich vanilla whipped cream. This scent is just stunning. Very sweet. I don't know that I get so much of a white hot chocolate as I do a hot chocolate note. To me, it smells more hot cocoa than it does white hot chocolate. There is a creaminess there, so maybe that lends to the white hot chocolate. What I really like about this scent is the addition of those sugar plums. Like, it just takes it to another level. And that is not something you usually see in a hot cocoa scent. And it kind of sounds weird, but it just works. I really love this. The throw in this was easily a 7.5. I was quite impressed. I did burn it in a hurricane. I usually do. My HOMEWORX tend to go in hurricanes from the beginning to the end. I do have, in the summer, I usually burn them in pedestals that don't have a hurricane. So not always, but in the winter, I pretty much, everything I have sitting out for my HOMEWORX right now is a hurricane. I have a hurricane there, 2 up there, 1 on my table. I have a big one in my kitchen. Yeah, HOMEWORX pretty much live in my hurricanes in the winter. I really like the clear ones because you get to still see the label. But this one I moved around too, but it did its thing. As far as, I forgot to show you how, I'll do that in a second because I forgot to show you what that wax is looking like on that tree scent. It never fails. Every video I forget. I need to make a checklist and go down the checklist what I need to talk about because I can't seem to remember on my own. But the burn on this one, it was pretty good. It got a little murky, but it didn't change the scent. So, you know, I can handle that. It doesn't change the scent. Not a lot of sooting around the edge of the jar. The wicks performed fine. I didn't lose any. And, yeah, I was pretty happy with it, which is why I bought another set. So, you'll see this again, but probably not until next year. So, that is Sugar Plum Hot Cocoa. Love, love, love that scent. And just to go back and touch on that tree scent, Treetops Glisten, she got a little dirty. I will say it did not affect the scent. So I was okay with that. You saw me smelling from the jar. It smells just fine. You don't have a burnt smell. So I didn't really mind that. I didn't really have any problems with the wicks. Yeah, the wicks are just fine. Didn't lose one. And that's all I ask for from a HOMEWORX these days. Last candle, guys. Save the best for last. This is KRINGLE candle, Away in the Manger. This is the full size, 100% soy wax, 22 ounce. Away in the Manger does not have the scent notes, but I'm going to go ahead and pull them because if you know Mr. Kong's mom, I've mentioned her a few times in my videos. She's here on YouTube and does a lot of candle reviews. This, she did a collab with KRINGLE and released the candle Vintage Pomander, which I also love. And I recently featured in an Empties video because I had warmed that. This was one of the contenders before they finalized that collab. So this is also an orange pomander scent. And it's stunning, you guys. It's one of my favorites. I have multiples in my collection. I cannot tell you how much I love this candle. Vintage Pomander I love as well. But I actually think this one throws a little stronger. And this one has a little bit more of a juicier orange. So I dare say I might actually like this one better. But I do really like the other one as well. So as long as KRINGLE offers them, I'll have both in my collection. So Away in the Manger is juicy orange, mint leaf, lemon, clove bud, rose, cinnamon, nutmeg, musk, vanilla, and cashmere woods. That's what I'm talking about with KRINGLE, the scent notes. Yeah. I don't get mint leaf in here. I don't get rose in here. I don't really get a cashmere woods in here. I get a very juicy, sweet orange, clove, pomander scent. And this scent focuses more on that juicy orange than that clove. It says lemon. I didn't think lemon. I thought orange, but maybe they're kind of similar in citrus, so maybe there's a blend of both. But like I said, I don't get any mint in this. I definitely don't get rose, so don't let that scare you. This is just a beautiful, sweet, juicy, almost sparkling in a way, orange pomander scent. It throws very well. I would say the throw on this was about a 7.5. It does this thing. The soy wax, always so clean. Look how clean that is. Super beautiful. The soy wax does get a little cratery, so the wax tends to look funny, but I don't care about that. Nobody's like staring down deep into my candle jars. The wicks perform flawlessly. Soy does tend to leave a residue, but that residue is not sooty. So it's just a little bit of the wax residue itself. But you guys know how I feel about KRINGLE. It's my favorite. And this was my favorite candle of the week. Actually, you know, I've been working on these candles for a while. So this one, these 22 ounces, they take a while to get through. So obviously it took me more than a week. These just happen to be what I finished this week. But this one I love. I kind of wish that KRINGLE would also release it in a non-religious label for those people who, I mean, I guess you could just turn it around. But for those people who might want a different label, kind of wish they would do that as well. I don't mind this label, but it'd kind of be nice to release it in 2 different labels. But I could understand why they may not want to do that. I really love the 3-wick version that came out in this. It was stunning. Unfortunately, KRINGLE is discontinuing their 3-wicks, so they never released it again in the 3-wicks once it sold out. And it sold out a long time ago. I wish I had known. Because you know, your girl Terry, she would have stocked up. By the time this goes up, it'll be too late. But KRINGLE was running, it started yesterday. I think it's over. I think it was just a 1-day sale. It was yesterday. They did a 6 for $60 sale on their 3-wicks, which are 100% soy wax as well. Because they're, you know, phasing them out, much to my chagrin, because I love their 3-wicks. I've talked about it multiple times on my channel. I think their painting jars are stunning, but apparently they weren't everybody's thing. And I get it. Everybody has different tastes. I personally thought they were stunning. They made me so happy to watch them lit. Just the flame dancing around on those beautiful painted jars. I'm so sad that they're going away. I understand not every jar was beautiful. I felt the same way. Not every jar was beautiful. But not every jar is beautiful at Bath & Body Works. Not every jar is beautiful at Goose Creek. We don't love all the labels. And in that case, it was painted jars. So I really appreciated that, you know, they had a machine that did it. It was machine done. But, oh my gosh, I'm going to miss them. I mean, I don't know what's coming in store for us, but I'm going to miss the painted jars. And they even took a crack at doing painted jars on the country jars, which I have one sitting up in front of me. I did not burn it this winter. I think it's the snowflake scent. It's looking so pretty in front of me. I can't believe I didn't burn it. I totally forgot it was sitting up there. Ah! I mean, we're mid-February. Maybe I still have time to get into it. But I'm so sad about the 3 wicks. And yeah, that one disappeared quick. And I wish I'd known because I totally would have stocked up on them. But you bet your bottom dollar I stocked up on that sale yesterday. 6 for $60. And I didn't realize it. I guess it was a mistake. But I placed my order early because as soon as I saw the email come through, I was like, oh, hell. I'm going in and stocking up because these are going to be the last time I can get these jars. So I went in. I'm ashamed to say I bought 42 candles during this. I know. But you know what? I'm not going to have problems with those candles. I'm not going to have to put them under my lamp. I'm not going to have to put them in my crock. They're going to burn from top to bottom without a problem. So I wish I bought more. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm sitting there thinking, you know, I use a UPS box for my packages, and I'm sitting there thinking, how the hell am I going to pick up these packages? I'm definitely going to need my daughter's help, but 42 3 wicks. Yeah, I'm crazy. But that's just a testament to how much I love them. I love them. But as I was saying, in the morning, ambassador codes were working. So I used my favorite ambassador's code, and I got them for $8.50 each. You know your girl stocked up. I should have bought more, but some scents did sell out, and they don't have a lot left. I think there was still about 60 cents when I logged off. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I could literally cry. But anyway, this was my favorite out of all the candles I got through. This was my favorite. But, you know, I have a lot of favorites here. Obviously, these are all a ton of repeat purchases from Bath & Body Works. I really love that Sugar Plum Hot Cocoa scent from HOMEWORX. But when it comes to all around performance, throw, scent, this one wins away in the manger. So there's that. You know, one of my viewers mentioned I should be a KRINGLE ambassador because I talk about them so highly. And I wish I was a KRINGLE ambassador. I am not. It probably sounds like I am the way I go on. I just love the candle brand. And I realize they're not for everyone. I know there are a lot of people out there that don't love the candle brand, but I do. And I just like to talk about them. So hopefully I don't get on your nerves too much talking about them. But, you know, when you're passionate about something, talk about it. Let people know. And don't be afraid to let them know. There's no reason why you can't be passionate about something. So if you're passionate about Bath & Body Works, let people know. If you're passionate about HOMEWORX, let people know. It's your thing. It's your life. And be passionate about what you want. And I'm passionate about KRINGLE. So anyway, guys, that'll do it for my candle empties this week. So I hope you did enjoy how I did the candle video this week. I may do that again, depending on how many I have. If I only have a couple, I'll probably just put them all in one video with my wax empties. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to start working on my wax empties next. And so that'll be posting soon. And who knows, I may get one before the other. So by the time you watch this, maybe that's already up. But yeah, I'm going to start working on those next. So if you did enjoy this content today, I hope you will like and subscribe. Be sure to subscribe. It helps my channel, and I really appreciate it. And I love having you here where I talk about all things home fragrance, including candles, which are a love of mine. I have a lot of candles in my collection, guys. So whether I burn them, I warm them, I chop them up and melt them, no matter what, I'm talking about candles. So if you like candle content, stay tuned. I appreciate you being here. And I'll see you later, guys. Have a great one. Bye-bye.